Graham Halton joined the Royal Australian Navy in 1959. In 1965, he was part of the Naval escorts taking the troopship Sydney to Vietnam. Over the past 20 years, Graham has led the Tasmanian branch of the TPI as president, a role he has greatly cherished as a veteran. We thank Graham very much for this contribution, as well as his role in obtaining the DVA grant who have supported this interview series.
Well, I was born obviously in Hobart, but my parents come from Cygnet, and we lived at Cygnet up till I was about 5, and then we moved to a housing department here at Goodwood, and that's where I started my adventure. I left school at 15, mainly because Dad was out of work, and I thought Mum and Dad were sort of paying for the 3 of my brother and sister to go to Catholic schools. We had a situation off Vietnam where we did a gunnery shoot off the coast, and I just happened to leave my action station. I was told to sort of, we could stand down from my action station. And A and B turret, they were part of our section, which was called Red Section, and the after turret was Blue Section. Anyway, they said that Red System can stand down, but Blue System can still stand too. And I didn't realise that that pipe had been made, and I decided I'd go down to the quarterdeck for a smoke. And as I walked under X-turret, I fired both barrels, and probably about, well, from here to the roof above my head, and I've suffered with tinnitus after that and hearing loss, and that led me to look at DVA support. On the Monday evening, most of the sailors, as we did, were down in the local wet canteen, and the wet canteen used to close at 9 o'clock, and you had to clear the wet canteen by about 9:15 or thereabouts. And the word come through at about 5 to 9 that Voyager and Melbourne had collided, and so everyone just left and went back to our accommodation spaces and sat in front of the TV till probably midnight, listening to and watching the situation unfold off the New South Wales coast. 4 or 5 chaps that had posted from Cerberus with me onto Voyager. One of the guys that I knew, he didn't make it off. 2 of the mates that I knew did make it. One guy who's since left us, he got the BEM for helping guys out of the forward section.
On a moonless February night, some 6 decades ago, 2 Australian naval ships, the HMAS Voyager and the HMAS Melbourne, collided while on exercises off the south coast of New South Wales. The Voyager was cut in 2 and sunk. 82 men perished that night.
We grouped around the hull and realised it was going down pretty quick, so I just turned around and struck off straight and swam as far away as I could get. So when I was stopped and turned around again, the bow was just disappearing in the sea. Poof, gone.
Oh, extraordinary.
When I saw that we were actually going to hit her, it moved. There's a doorway into the flying control position on the left-hand side of the compass platform. I moved myself into the doorway and braced against the door, and then there was the bump, and there were sparks on our flight deck. I don't remember seeing anything of the forward section after that.
You heard people say, over here, where am I? Or where is somebody else?
Looking back at those times, did you realise the sacrifice of family you know, in supporting you as a serving member, or was it just one of those things that was almost expected because that's the way life was?
Thinking about it today, and probably remembering back then, it was probably more, this is life. And it was the old saying, you know, if they wanted you to have a wife, they would have issued you with one. And I think we sort of looked at it that way, because you were bulletproof, and you just accepted it. Not like today's Defence Force, you know, it's so different. Remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. They shall not weary them nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them. We will remember them. Lest we forget. Lest we forget. Thanks, gents. When I first started, the transition was probably my age group didn't partake in very much at TPI. It was mainly the World War II guys, maybe a couple of Koreans, but mostly TPI. TPI World War II guys. And it wasn't until my age group got to their age group that we started to do what they were doing. One of our big functions that we have is Anzac Day. We've had the North Hobart Football Club came to us and said, is there any way that we can have an Anzac Day commemoration on the footy field with a full catapult party, a drummer, a bugler. We have a vocalist who sings both the national anthems of the two countries. It's a set game. It's set for North Hobart and Lauderdale. The other thing that I'd like to see in Hobart, because I think Hobart's too small to have so many ESOs, ex-service organisations, that we all should be under one roof. And we provide everything from under one roof. But there's people out there who are against that. So, you know, and I brought that up with the RSL back in 2005, 2006. And it was like trying to bump your bum on the moon.